What's up, guys? How you been? Well, I've been staying busy here in the Silver Fox Adventure vlogging studio. And since it's 30 degrees and snowy weather and more coming for Thanksgiving, I figured I would do some water sealing. So I went down and got some Atsko 100% silicone water guard spray. It's the best I've ever found in the decades I've been hiking, water sealing, backpacking, fishing gear, hunting gear, etc. You got it. So I ran down to the local Walter World, grabbed one of these, and grabbed me some of the Coghlan seam sealer. Got to have this if you're going to use this. If you use one, not the other, fail. So I went ahead and grabbed my Ozark tent. Actually, both of them, the other one's in the other room. But we're going to feature on this one because this is the one I want to concentrate on getting ready for my thru hike. Because I really love this tent, the way it's designed, and I just need to make it to where it'll last for me only through the winter months, and then I'll go to my other tent. But I don't want to spend hundreds of dollars because I'm not a rich man. Anyways, so basically what you're going to do is I get a painter style rag, just like this one, when I apply any of these, because you're going to need it. So first off, you're going to pull the fly off. You're going to flip it over. Let me set that down. You're going to flip it over. Because inside the fly, you're going to find where most tents seam seal and tape. So what you want to do is you're going to take this Coghlan, you're going to shake it up really, really good, vigorously. Make sure you read the directions. I'm not going over a whole how-to video here. Anyways, you basically do, you pop it, you take it, you squeeze it real good, get it flowing, and then you press it into anywhere that it's sewing, anywhere. And you do that, and then after I do the inside, I go ahead and take the seal guard, then I spray it down, and I take the rag, and I wipe it all down and kind of blot dry it. And then I let it sit for about an hour. Then I flip it over like it is now. And then I do the same thing. Same thing with the brush things. You're gonna go and you're just gonna work it up in like a little circular motion. And you're gonna make sure you go back and forth that way on every seam of your tent. Otherwise, do every seam, bling. So, then after you do every seam, you work your wrap around, you get it. If not, Google a video. There's millions of them out there on YouTube and wherever else you might want to find your videos. And you take it, spray it all down, really wet. Then I take my rag. And then what I do, to keep from, a lot of times when you go to use water sealing, it'll leave dots. And this helps avoid dots. So wherever you get it heavy, it's gonna leave these little white, squiggly, water, like stainy, nasty looking things. So, can you see that? So after I do it, I spray it all down, and then I'm gonna wipe it really, really good. Get it all uniformly into the tent. Okay? Twice. That's the key. Just the top, not the bottom, because that makes you actually have 3 coats on this now, on your fly. Now on my tent body, I do it, my lower, because I have 2-piece. So if I take off my fly, this out real quick. Okay, so pop my fly out there, and then we get down to the inner layer of my tent. So same thing, wherever there's material, my bathtub floor, the very bottom of the tent. First thing I'll do is before I set it up, I'll lay it down, and I do the whole bottom of the tent, every bit of it, same seam sealing, etc. Then I set it all up, get it to here, put the fly on, do the bottom of the fly, take the fly back off. Then I do this part of the tent. So then I'm gonna spray it all down, make sure you do your doors, windows, anything you got, vent holes, whatever you got, all the material. And then the rag's gonna be wet. So instead of spraying the mesh, I take the rag and gently wipe all of my mesh, all of my seams. Even though I know if it rains and leaks through, it's gonna leak through this. Condensation drops a lot of times will catch on the mesh once you water seal it, and it'll run down away instead of drip on your face. So, oh, by the way, being new to YouTube, I happen to get the like, subscribe, and share button, so just push that little button right there. Just stay informed on my AT hike, my Triple Crown, any of the weird gear changes I make. So back to what I was telling you. So then same thing, wipe it all down, and bammo whammo, tank complete, water seal. By the time you do the rubbing method and everything, it takes about 6 hours for it to really, really dry. And then it, of course, follow your curing time on things. So I left it for another 24 hours after I did that. And then I go and double check it. And if there's a spot that I'm like, or I don't think I got it good, hit it again. You're already there, already got the tools. Anyways, if you can find this size of can, which is the 1.3 or 125 ounce can, 375 grams for those kind of people. Anyways, you get more product, and I was able to do this and my light pipe backpacking tent. So I basically did the same thing. Let me grab it. So I basically did the exact same thing to this tent, which is also an ozark tree. So, same thing, did the fly, and actually, I'll tell you, I bought tons of tents, and I bought really high-end tents, not like super expensive, because I'm not a rich guy, and I only would use them for like a week or two, and then use them again 2 years later, or however many times I went hiking that year. So anyways, most of the time I end up with someone, and I end up taking a 4-person tent, but since I'm solo backpacking, I need something smaller, so I'd rather go with a portable budget. So I do love some of the features of this tent. This is the ultralight backpacking tent, which by the time I modified it, weighs about 3.1 pounds. And then this one that I want to take is the 1-person backpacking tent. The reason I like the 1-person backpacking tent versus the hiker tent is by the time you do the mods that I'll talk about here, you can get the tent weights both to about 3 pounds. So what does it matter? The point is, this tent, the Ozark Trail 1-person backpacking tent, has more room. Like in the middle, you're like in there, you're like, yeah, this is like a mansion compared to that, where it's like you feel like you're sleeping in a mummy bed. So, only good thing is I got them both ready. So I'm gonna start out with this one because of winter, and I like the way this sets up. And then as it gets a little more rainy, I'm gonna have the wife send me this one. And then when it warms up, I'm gonna go to my Maryland Shan, which is a trekking pole tent. These will both end up being sent back and forth and home, and you get it. If one of these fail by chance, there's Walmart's down the trail. Go pick one up and good to go. Anyways, highly recommend getting the aluminum poles. And then what I do is I get carabiners. I get little clips because it comes with these J-hooks. And I don't trust plastic J-hooks in the freezing cold. So I replaced the J-hook with a metal carabiner. And now it is very strong. More rands, and they won't break the hook. So, that being said, that is what I've been up to. I wanted to share and welcome you to my channel. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, I will try to put it in my description because I'm still new. I ended up getting my email from Hilltop Packs, so now I have a hyperlink. As soon as I can get it put into underneath my video where you go in the comments, I'll hashtag Hilltop Packs. You'll receive a special discount. Just put in Silver Fox Adventures, all caps, hilltoppacks.com. Be sure you check out and subscribe to Ben's pages and Hilltop's pages because they do bargain bin sales, like flash sales, and it goes out sometimes in minutes, sometimes in days, in a day or so. But a lot of great gear on there, especially since the holidays are coming up, so go check them out and remember to put in your Silver Fox Adventure code. And back to what we were talking about, the tent. So in order for me to make this tent to where I feel comfortable taking it in snowing and 20-degree weather, because that's about what I'll hit on the AT. First off, let me move this stuff out, and then we'll move it back in. So, this is what I do, and I like to do it on any tent that I have, is I take some attic wrap, which is like a super ultra indestructible double UV, which when you're using it, you want to put the shinier side to you. Anyway, so I like to take this, and some people like to put the ground cover. I actually prefer to put the layer inside of my tent, because that way if I do have any water seepage, it's never going to seep through this, and it's never going to wet my sleeping bag or my backpack. So, that being said, I'm going to roll this up here. Real simple, I just roll this up right with my sleeping pad, which I'll show you in a minute. So, I just put it to the bottom of the floor, roll it on in there. Now, I do not cut that the size of the exact floor, because I like to leave it where my actual floor of the tent will rise up, and it pretty much rises up. I don't know if you can see me in here, but if you look in the back corner over there, it rises up all the way around about 2 inches. So I leave it in about 1 inch from all of that, and now it leaves me a nice little spot where I won't touch the tent to help it leak, but I did silicone it inside and out, both pieces, including the lower. Don't forget to seal your lower too, inside and out. Always do the inside first. So I put that. So that alone is a 4.9 R value, that little thin piece of thing, and it weighs nothing, folks. I haven't weighed it, and I'm not a scale guy, so if you want to weigh it, cut a piece and weigh it. Anyways, and I've got my 1992 Thermarest ridge rest with rodent damage from a long time ago. Anyways, and then I don't know if you know it, so I'm just gonna say it. If not, me, whatever. This is a Thermarest ridge rest cellophane pad. Now, if it's hot outside, you want to put the green side up. And if it's cold, you want to put the silver side to you. This will refract your body heat. I don't know what the difference is, but that's what I was told when I got it. And it is 2 different kinds of foam, opposed to what they said. So anyway, so I roll this out, whoosh, and I grab my Thermarest, I throw it in there. And it goes right into, and that's about, I got about 6 inches on the side of the thermal, and that's a 25-inch wide Thermarest, old school. They didn't make them all fancy and small back then. So anyways, and then I got about 1 foot on the point, and I got about almost 8 inches on that point, and then at the lower feet I have 6 inches, and then I have about 8 inches over there. So that's why I like this tent. It's bigger, and I'm 6 foot tall almost. So 11 and a half now. I'm getting old. Anyway, so then I will grab my 30-degree mummy bag, and I love this bag. You know why I love it? $40, people. Anyways, there's tricks to all my gear. It's not ultralight. I'm not an ultralight backpacker, as you can tell. Oh, I guess you can't because I have a tent in front of it. Anyways, Ozark mummy bag, 30-degree. Throw that bad boy in there like that, let it locked up. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh, Ozark Trail, Ozark Trail. You know what? Some of us are frugal, and we don't have to be all, oh, I have a super, ultra, super, whatever, $1 million alien made, whatever, growing in a cornfield or whatever. You know, you get it. And some of us love it, and some of us can't afford it, and some of us can't. You find it on sale, get it. If not, do you choose your own hike your own hike, get outdoors. You know my theory. Anyways, if not, that's what it is. Mark it down and click the button. Click the button. Tell your friends. Anyways, so I put my mummy bag in there, 30-degree, and then I have a little lining quilt that I love to take, and it's kind of like a thick canvas, so it's not really like a really light like liner. I guess you could, I've never tried it, but they say you can use it for a sleeping bag in the summer, which I probably will try. But it's like a super ultra count thread sheet, like fancy high-end sheet, basically sewn into a liner. So then I take that, put that into my bag. Now the reason I use that liner is they say it only adds 3 or 4 degrees of outside temperature. But I found that in windy conditions, putting in the liner, you lose that bone when you get in, or your hips are cold or your feet are cold or whatever. That liner will help you. And it actually helps you retain probably 10, I'm not a scientist, but I think it probably helps me retain 7 to 15, maybe 10 to 17 degrees of extra warmth. And then of course, I pack a travel blanket, which I'm not gonna break out because I didn't get it out thinking about the video. Me. Anyways, so that is what I do to keep it all nice and water sealed. We have another torrential rain event coming. As you all know, if you watch my channel and you watch my videos, this tent failed pretty bad last time. So that being said, I'm going to set up this tent and this tent. Today's highs are maybe 40. We're expecting rain turning to snow now through the next 4 days, which puts us into a holiday weekend, Thanksgiving. So I think that I'm going to tell all of you guys to, just keep it real. And remember, if you go out and take a trash bag, pick up trash, get outside more. Even though it's cold, bundle up, go for a day hike, go to your local park. And so everyone knows, just pay attention to some of the other stuff, because a lot of stuff about the Appalachian Trail and other areas are heavily affected by hurricanes and weather events that we've had recently. And just make sure if you're going to donate to the right foundation, that's going to put the money to the people that need it, not put it in their pocket. And that's all I have to say. Other than that, remember, tell your friends. I'm trying to build my channel. I already have a sponsor opportunity, an ambassador collaborative with Hilltop set up. I have one with Element set up. And just so you remember, when you're out on trail or you're even doing your dailies, especially with this atmospheric river thing passing by, everyone's getting these weird headaches. Probably need some potassium. And Element happens to have that. It has potassium, magnesium, sodium. So add that into your daily water routine. Everyone should be drinking at least 2 or 3 bottles anyways. It's better than Gatorade in my opinion, because it's not as slimy. And their flavors are amazing. So anyways, thanks for watching Silver Fox Adventures. I'll be coming at you with the winter hiking video here pretty quick. And remember to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll see you on the trail.